Hey yo, welcome to another episode of Becoming a TechnoWizard. Tired. I'm tired today. Been drained a little bit again. Ugh. So been difficult for me to finish these product designs and whatnot. Um, but I'm gonna show you what I got. Well, we can talk through some things I've been a little bit stuck on and finish them out. And here we go. All right. So we got here is my product design for the community portal to connect, the oh gosh, solar energy, sorry. Whew. So wanted to connect community members with business LGBTQIA plus affirming businesses. And I talked about this a little bit last time. It's basically doing an interactive map. Um, good amount of iterations, but latest version here is what we got here. So you have your chips. Um, I don't know about those before, but I forgot to use them before. But it's a nice little things, nice little mechanisms here. It's not really a standard use of these filter chips per se, but I think it works for this use case. So basically, you choose, which type of entity organization thing that you want to see more of on the map. It pops up there. If you deselect it, it deselects and it doesn't pop up. So you only have the ones that you select. You have different levels. So people who are more active in the community and can be trusted to, have to know what's happening in the community. Like say, for instance, well, basically, it's obvious what it is. It's to encourage trust and safety because some people are crazy. So if we don't want people to just go on the site and have be able to easily make a hit list of all these different places. So the ones that are available on the public view are places that are very pretty confident in their safety. Maybe they're big there a long time. They have a lot of security, whatever. That's that. And then each level. I don't have that. I need to drag that down here for my last ones. But yeah, each level is like you get access to more stuff, more parts of the community. So the ones I kind of highlighted here is a firmer. So like probably can rename this, but that's the best name I could come up with right now. But for affirming businesses, say for instance, somebody from an affirming business comes on here, there's like, okay, we want to connect with the organization, automatically selects everything outside of affirming businesses. So they see organizations they can support and all that stuff. And once they do tap on or select one, a little what do you call this? A card? No, not a card. Just like a dialog box pops out showing more details about that event, that organization, or whatever they want to support. A little information about it. Before I put the address, I had like address and contact. But I realized, if you're contacting them, you're going to see more of that on something like this, the profile page about that. But the most important thing to know right here is relevance to their cause, like impact or relevance. A lot of those people we spoke to, that's what they wanted to know first and foremost, relevance, impact. So we try to have a little explanation of what that organization does, and then some things that they need. And if you think you can fulfill that, it'll contact them, and that will go to like a page here. So I'm gonna build out this page. I know I'm gonna need like their name. I put response rate and time because I want to encourage people to be more present. So when somebody messages you through the app, they are quickly doing that. They're quickly getting in contact with people. So that will encourage people to be more active, hopefully. And then most recent events, just to get a clear idea of other things that they're doing. You can you can get in contact or like get involved with those events. It'll be like a picture of them or event, whatever details. This would really be the meat and potatoes of the app, or not the app, but like this page, more details, maybe a little summary of what it does. I was thinking like one column of bullets would show like their needs, and another column of bullets would show their impact or something like that. Um, and then you can message them directly or call them directly. But I think I want to add a little bit more here. I want to make it more. I want to make sure it's easy for businesses to see how this relates to their business's need, their business's mission statement. So I'm thinking maybe you can have an area where um, perhaps you can have like your business, your mission statement, and make it will point out, what is related to your mission statement. So say for instance, your mission statement is, let's steal one. Put up IBM mission statement. IBM's mission statement is to lead in the creation, development, and manufacture of the industry's most advanced information technology, including computer systems, software networking, and microelectronics. Okay, very specific, right? Is there a way to collapse that without having to shorten it? There's an auto width option here. That doesn't fix it. Maybe I just put fixed size, and then I can adjust this here. Say what? I don't know how long this is. Okay, there we go. That works. So those things I was thinking about is like, you know, some parts is highlighted to deal with your thing. I'm not sure how you would do this scalably though. The problem with some solution like this, this would probably have to use like a lot of AI. I know this is the idea stage, and you usually don't want to limit your creativity at this stage too much, but at the same time, as a designer, you have to think about the business needs, the business abilities, like feasibility and stuff like that. So you don't want to come up with an idea that's like impossible to do, right? Even if it's super creative, even if it solves a problem, if it's like if it's not really feasible for the business, it's kind of a moot point. Um, Maybe in this phase before this, before you start prototyping, when you have an ideation where you're just workshopping, it's cool to come up with really out of this world ideas, because you can always distill those ideas into something that's feasible. But here I'm building something out, so I want to make sure that this is actually possible. Um, so I probably can't even do this. But what I was thinking is like you have a mission statement, like the company's mission statement, and then it will highlight certain areas of this mission statement and connect it to certain areas of the community, or the organizations, like organizations details their mission, so it connects two missions together, like the impact or things that they need, it connects those together. That shows you, hey, this this organization, hey, even though they're LGBTQIA plus organization and they're going for gender identity, that still can be related to this mission statement because blah blah blah. That's when I want to connect. But the problem with that is that it's very unscalable. Like it's a very hard thing to do, because as a human, you can point out these similarities, but as a machine to do that, that's a high ask, to have create an AI to do all that. And maybe you could have a white glove type of thing where a person comes in and says, "Hey, this is how this is related," but then it's most likely not going to be live. That's a lot of effort, so it's going to be a lot of money or time or whatever. So I have to scratch that. However, we still can pull out things like impact. Maybe you point out, "Hey, my organization wants to increase person's tech savviness or their coding, or get them connected with information IT, information technology, or computer systems, or software, networking, stuff like this. You can say, hey, I want to connect with this, that, and the other. And maybe if you point those out, it can say, hey, other organizations like you have interacted with this business. That could be a thing. Um, so under here, it would be like other organizations similar to yours, you know. So that way, if IBM sees that, I don't know, Cisco or something like that has sponsored this organization before, or has worked with this organization before, then I'm like, hey, that means we need to get on it. They can be related. We are competitors. I'm not even sure if IBM or Cisco are competitors. Probably not, but whatever. You get the point. Um, and that's not too hard to do. That could be like a category system. So when, like, I'm gonna have a business page anyways. So the business, really, this should be the organization. But yeah, so there's organization page for whatever event or nonprofit this is, and then the business page will be just like this, but it will show instead like category they're in, um, maybe things they want to support, or what kind of events that they want to support in terms of, maybe they want to do coding stuff, again, access to food, for this, that, the other. You get it. But so what I'm trying to point out here is that it's not too hard to match things based on, categories and whatnot. So that could be a pseudo AI type of system here. So instead of having a mission statement, you can put, I think that's a good idea. Might have to shorten that or reword that, but you get the point. And then you would just have like some logos. Something like that, maybe. Could work. Messaging is pretty clear. The main thing that's here is that I want there to be like a smart calendar functionality. So when they're saying, "Hey, what date would you be free?" Right? It pops up. Look, a mini calendar within the thing here, within the messaging system. Um, so they can say, "Oh, I'll be free on this day," and it automatically sends an invitation, a meeting invitation. The problem with that is that you'll have to probably integrate with the people's calendars. So that might be a little bit difficult. However, I know there's things like there's calendars. I think either maybe Calendly does this. Last one I remember doing this is on through a Slack plugin called Meekin, I think. Meekin scheduling. Like, yeah. There's a Slack plugin to where you can say, hey, Meekin, schedule this for this, that, and the other. Right. And it would do all that. So it's like, oh, okay, this, or find the next availability, the closest availability to us. So I think just putting in that plugin, you can, that's definitely feasible. I'm not sure about the client's technical, like their technical team, but it is a thing. It's not a big problem if he can't do it. You know, the bi- the minimum thing here is the messaging. You know, is to have a messaging, and that's a pretty standard thing you can put in nowadays with certain frameworks. But if they can implement a plugin for for calendar for scheduling, I would definitely have that here. Um, I could probably even take the thing I did last time with kind of fusing Calendly uh, or using Calendly's scheduling features to put another page where you have a calendar. You can put you can see what availabilities the other person has available, and then you can see what times they have available and pick from there. But these people are really busy. I don't know, and I'm pretty sure they have very fluid calendars, or they just it might be a lot to connect your sync your calendar every time, make sure it's synced up. They might be using different calendars. So if anything, I would just put like a text-based one. So say, hey, see if we can connect with us. See if we can make a time together. So yeah, not sure exactly how that will differ what the design looks like, but that's one thing I'm thinking about there. And then this one is going to be like, it's going to facilitate like the leveling system here. So on one point, you're going to see it's going to make it easier for people to see, what causes they support. So if you're too biased for one specific part of the spectrum, and not giving, enough attention to another part, it will show that very clearly here. So all the um all the events, organizations, and all that they support, it goes makes a every time they support one, it gives a point in a certain direction on this map here. And I wanted to make it clear that these are different levels. So, this is level 0, then you have level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. So I want to make that more clear. It'd be easier if I had different colors, but we wanted to uh keep it not stroke. Oops. We wanted to keep it kind of grayscale. So this might make it a little bit difficult. Level 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, why keep doing that? Oh man, this would be so much easier with color. Um, all right. Hmm. Mm-mm. Oh, I'm not sure which ones it was. Yeah. Let me change this one to this one to a black, that one to white. Not as pretty, but as it would be with color, but whatever. Put a stroke on here. Am I cheating? Mm. Hmm. That looks interesting. Not great, but not, it's something, I guess. And this might not be super readable. I'm not sure that it was selected. How would I do that? Oh, duh. I just make a thing there. And when you select one, there you go. I mean, that's not the best selection type of thing. Really, it'd be better if it's like a circle, maybe. I don't know. I'll leave it there for now. For now. But yeah. Now, ideally, you want some kind of key that says, hey, level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Um, and this is supposed to be like when you select one, it shows, the things that they need. So for intersex people, need to talk about, gender identity or, wait, no, what's intersex? Oh, it's right here. When a person has an indeterminate mix of primary and secondary sex characteristics. Yeah. So it could be talking about seminars about gender identity, seminars about, not identifying person as having to identify a person as a female or male, like she or he, being able to communicate with people, uh, people who don't identify as either one. Um, so maybe they need stuff like that, but you haven't done anything like that. So it would show like, hey, this is what you've done to appeal to this, spectrum of the people. So that shows you very clearly, uh, what you need to do. Make it easier for companies that care about becoming a truly inclusive culture, an affirming culture to LGBTQI plus people. Um, it shows you, how what you can do to show that you really care. So yeah, I think that would be really cool if it does have that here. Makes it easier for companies to show what they're doing for the community and how to do right by the community, and has a little bit of gamification in there, which our client wanted to do. So I think that's a good piece of aspect of it there. Um, and this can also play into what I want to do with the store. So you can reward people, say, hey, once you reach this level, you unlock more things that you can buy. And you can even maybe have different types of badges associated with this, um, and all that. But yeah, some other things I was thinking about doing, including like other pages that I didn't have here, is maybe a page for adding your own business. I need to, this feature I need to do as well. Like, so before, when I had this check mark one, even though I knew the check marks wasn't it because it's on mobile, I wasn't sure. Like, I had this right here. So if you're an organization, you say, hey, I need help with my event, you can just check that here, and it goes into another. Oh, that's what I got to build for submitting an event or initiative page. I'm gonna write that down. Oops, wrong one. Pretty sure I spelled that super wrong, but whatever. I'll fix it later. All right, yeah. I'm not sure what that page is, but it's just gonna be a simple page, most likely. Just putting in your details, events, like a form page. Um, but yeah, I think that's the last page I'm really gonna need for to make good on this here. But the last feature that's super important is to make it give a I need a way for organizers to put in. I put this in the menu, like add the organization, but I want to put in add your event or your initiative. So I need to figure out where that's going to go. Because if I put that here, I feel like it's going to be a little bit crowded, especially with these chips. Looks a little crowded. I could move this away because as a community organization, yeah, they might want to buy from the community, but that's not their goal. You can always put that below the fold. So yeah, I think I could put that there, then something that says, um, so when you go there, it goes to the submission page. And yeah, you can still have long pages. So below the fold, you can still have like a community shopping center, but I think that's good to go. And oh, the last part, I'm gonna need some like back buttons or something. I'm not sure how to, like, what is a thing for that. Like, I've seen that a lot of businesses, a lot of browsers, they usually don't necessarily have a back button because usually somebody else, they have that on their page, like on their, I'm looking through on my tabs. I have a million tabs. You have like you have your logo, Yeah, I can put the logo. I can put I don't want to use a hamburger menu. I don't think that's I know that's very much standard nowadays, but it's not necessarily good design. Because like my instructor said, even though it's standard, it's become one that's kind of, I want to say forced, but like people have grown used to, not because it's intuitive. Because hamburger doesn't tell you anything; it doesn't have any sort of information around it. We only know what it is because it's been used so much, so long. But a better thing is to either have a like either not need a menu or like put like the word menu or something like that on there, or even the home icon is a little bit better than menu, like a hamburger menu. And I don't think I'm going to really need it here because this is basically all you need right here that I can think of. Just add your organization, update your own personal profile, or log out. So yeah, I'm probably going to put something like the QWELL logo, so it goes back to the QWELL website. And maybe like a map logo or something like that that goes back to the interactive map, even though you don't really need that on the web browser. Or do you? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. Do you need? Well, they might look up some what do you call it? Material design stuff. Yeah, like all the ones I've seen or I remember kind of looking through, they just man, they don't really put that. It's not like an app. It's a website. Yeah, that might be the move. Um, I probably don't even need this like title here. I might take that out. But for now, I'm just gonna scooch it down a little bit. I know this is crowded. It's not gonna stay like that, but I just need to remind myself what I need here. So something like QWELL logo, maybe. There you go. Hmm. Yeah, I might just leave this out. You can always just hit that back button. That's where I could put that. So the address and all that other stuff here. Oh, Might take that out. Respond the most recent events. I don't know. Put a fake little address up here somewhere. Did I? Oh, I think I took it out. Yep. 321 Austin Road. Terrible address. That's freaking my zip code. Let me stop. I need to put the city, state, and all that. I mean, it's gonna be obvious what it is, but I don't know. Put the zip code for now. Can look up Austin addresses later. This would not be 18. Something like that, maybe. But yeah, I think that's my main page is right there. Yeah, I like my browser. My browser page. I made this. We got another one, but um, none of my partners, my group folks, use Chrome or use like Android. They use iPhone, so they were like looking up um, browser bars and they used the wrong one. Look, it was the one that you get from a Google search. See if I still have it. I don't have it. Cool thing about Figma though is that when you replace something like these components, it replaces all other components, all other instances of that component in the thing without you having to like override this, that, and the other, which is really cool. That's my other partners, other group members page. I have to look through that, see how what they did. But yeah, I think that's it for now. Gonna end there and finish up and see y'all tomorrow. It's been cool. It's been fun. Hope my energy hasn't been too draining for y'all. I'm sorry. I need to be better. But yeah, it's been a little slow day. It has been bad days. My sister's birthday. Stayed up late last night, just messing around and stuff like that. Bought her a violin today. Um, she loves, she hasn't played in a while, but she always won again since like high school. So yeah. Um, yeah. See ya. Bye bye.